Hi Taurus, hi, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hi Taurus, yes! How are you, my friends? I hope everyone is safe and well. Thank you guys so much for the 10,000 subscribers. We're still, till October 5th, on 20% on all private readings and extendeds. For that reason, thank you so much. If you would like to win the free private reading with Spirit and myself, simply subscribe to the channel and say that you did so below, or write something else nice, but make it so I understand that you want to win one, right? So that we can pick you for September, which is not so much longer, so I'm excited when Spirit's gonna pick. Thank you guys so much for all your likes, shares, subscriptions, and comments in general. Thank you for being my patrons. I greatly appreciate you guys over there. Hi, my patrons. Hi. And yeah, thank you for checking out Vimeo, and thank you for your donations. I really appreciate those as well. Oh, wow. All right, Taurus, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that means it's for somebody else, right? You can reverse the placements. It's not gender specific, nor is it time specific. So whenever the message reaches you, it's yours at that time. For my channel, it's don't go so much with the signs. I mean, you can if you want to. I also go with my sun sign, but the rest I'm allowing myself to be guided intuitively. And I recommend you do the same for the channel, because yeah, that's the way we roll here. You can do it differently, right? Everything's cool. So sweethearts, I already pre-shuffled all of your cards. Again, 2 guardian angel cards came out already, and the funny thing is, I just did a private reading, and I feel it kind of ties into that as well. So that's very interesting, because we're starting out with intuition, and I will let that person know about it for sure. It says, trust your intuition and know that what seems logical may not necessarily be right. The answer to your question lies inside your heart. Oh yeah. Endless possibilities exist for you. Stop trying to work it all out and feel your way through. We, your angels, will guide you. Trust your feelings. What feels right is right. Okay? Yeah, exactly. Right? Trust your intuition. It doesn't have to be, don't even listen to what I'm saying here, right? Really trust yourself. What do you feel? What do these cards say to you, right? You may hear me talk about it, yeah, but check out the pictures on Instagram, for example, or get your own decks and read them, because this will further your intuition, right? The more you listen to yourself, the more it'll pop up. The more stuff that myself or anyone else says is like an invitation maybe, but no more than that. And it's not... yeah, because you're going to become your own guideline here, which is awesome. Okay, just give me a second, please. So, sorry. Let's hop in your reading, shall we? All right. You are starting with a nine of Swords, which is like that's like mental. That's really a mental prison that we've built for ourselves here, Taurus. Or that you have built rather for yourself, but it's nothing that you can't get out of. That's the good news, right? Because it's mental. It's not on the physical plane. It's not, because your body never lies to you. There's a strong sense of that in there. And this could denote anxiety, sleepless nights. It could all be in there. But your body, again, never lies to you. As soon as we stop focusing on the mind so much and on the mind chatter, and the more we focus on our body, the more truth we're getting, because our body is the perfect indicator here for you and for all of us, always, right? Because it immediately also brings us back into the present moment. You can do body scans, such as the one Spirit and myself created over on Universal Power Meditations. I'll leave a link down below if you would like, or anything else that really brings you back into the moment. Breathing is always a really good technique to bring you back to yourself, to that present moment, because there can only be one or the other. There is no room for them existing at the same time. So when you manage to come to your body, to the present moment, this is when everything else is going away, right? Also, you can work with your heart, because your heart is an immense healer. It has immense healing capacities. And when you focus on that and bring light to your heart and ask your heart to heal the mind and heal everything. You can engulf yourself in this gorgeous heart energy bubble. There's also meditations out there for that, and I'll be creating one somewhere along those lines because I find that so powerful and so effective and so worthwhile, right? So find something out anywhere and work with that. That'll help you heaps here. And it will also lead you to a new beginning with the Ace of Wands here. This is such a transformative process for you. It's like the beginning of a new day, right? And at the beginning of every new day, there has to be like the night, right? So you're going through a night process or a darker process right now, or not darker. Come on, it's like roar, all gruesome and everything. No, don't worry. It's just like, well, you know, night. It's just night, right? And then there's a new dawn. But both of these periods are super important to be there because there's no one without the other, and vice versa. There's a huge sense of oneness here too, and recognizing that too, that certain phases in our lives just have to occur. They do in order for us to learn and grow from these, and then have that gorgeous dawn and appreciate our lives and our existence all the more for those. And this new beginning is bringing you a lot of joy, a lot of passion, a lot of wow, I feel so light, I feel so amazing, says Taurus. And this is highly successful again, and it feels like springtime basically, when all the leaves start to sprout out again after a longer period of winter, right? And this is something that has gone through the readings collectively as well. Like people are coming out of their phases that have been going on for a while, right? And just blossoming, starting to blossom all of a sudden. That's amazing. So cool. So cool. Just go with it. Go with it. There's a sense of, because I just noticed for the first time that there are like strokes in the grass, like the grass is pointing a certain direction. So follow that magnetism. Follow where you're pulled towards. It'll guide you. Just tap into that. That's your task currently, right? So just tap into that. And it'll guide you totally. It'll bring you towards where you need to go. You can trust in that. Yeah, guide you, right? You have the guide here, Taurus. So it'll totally guide you. Like the spiritual realms are very, very present, right? And this is also denoting to a journey. And this is Sagittarius energy, where it's just like, sometimes on this journey, we're just like, man, when is it over already? I just want some results. I want to see them. And this is guiding you towards have a little bit patience here, right? Because every single thing here has its place. Everything that happens to and for you has its place and purpose. Trust that the divine is the all-knowing entity. Yeah, they are. And if we knew what they know, I don't want to know. I don't. Do you? Do you, Taurus? Really? Are you sure? No, they wouldn't reveal everything to us. Plus, it's just like that'll just like make our minds explode, I feel, if we knew everything and how they put people together, situations together, how they make it all work. It's crazy how they manage to do that. I don't know, you know? But it's amazing. It's an amazing thing that they create. There's also something about Isis and Osiris and about the rebirth of the divine solar child, interestingly enough. The rebirth of the divine solar child. Look that up if you will, if you want to, and see what comes out for you. Again, there's a strong connotation towards just find it out yourself. And it'll come to you. Because just because something is right for me doesn't mean it's right for you, right? So you want to really double check and see, does this ring truth with me or does it not? Please go your own path and walk that. Find out what it is for you. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, great. So, and you're diving into your emotional world here as well, and using the emotional world as a mirror. Also using the outside, the external world as a mirror, which it indeed is. Look at this, how she's like pointing down here towards the water, and there's another hand reaching up. So this is the conscious and the subconscious merging or coming together, like touching point. This is a touching point here. Which is like, wow, I'm all of a sudden getting something. This is an aha moment here for you, Taurus. Very nice. We also have the alchemical symbol for fire here. Yeah, so purification through fire. Yeah, that could also be in combination with passion, of course, because passion is some sort of that, you know, fiery kind of an element. And of course, it's Sag. Sag is fire. Seven of Swords. I've just asked if it's a person or a situation, and since it's a general reading, it can be both, is what they just told me. So please apply this to your situation. This is someone sneaking away from you, or a situation like slowly moving away from you. It's wow. Wow, you know what that is? This is why it's external and internal. That's why they made the reference. This is your mind. Your mind that's being deceptive. It's like, just like, yeah, I just left you with this. Not consciously, of course, right? The mind is always trying to like help us and to make sure that we survive and that we're safe and everything. But the mind does not have the overview at all. And the mind is not the I am at all. So the mind's like, yeah, I left you with that. I gave you a little mind present, a couple of swords, and now I'm going to distance myself because where you're going is not so cool. So it's kind of like a theatrical kind of a theme that we have here. Of course, I know this is not fun to go through, right? Fear and anxiety or sleepless nights, that's not fun. I totally understand. I just try to lighten your mood here. But it's the mind can be really tricky is the message here, basically, right? And again, there's a coming together and an understanding where, because with that passion, with feeling your body, with feeling your heart and allowing your emotions, that'll give you the necessary mirror that you need here, Taurus, in order to overcome. And with overcoming that, with overcoming that understanding and the separation of body and mind, they can actually work together in a much different way. Mind, body, and soul. The separation first, and then they work together. Because when we this is about identification, right? And when we identify too much with the mind and with the mind chatter and think that's actually who we are, that's not who we are. And the body is not who we are either. It's a combination of all of those, but it doesn't make us, but we can make them so they work together and serve us, serve our core, and not be, I almost want to say, tyrannized by that. So in some cases that may actually happen where just your mind is like the whole freaking time. And Taurus is just like, please give us a break. Please give us a break, mind. I cannot take you right now. And this is a good point again, where we're starting to think about things. What can I do to calm down my mind? First of all, purification through fire already came up. Another reference is water. Use water. Water is amazing, but feel the water too. Salt water is very, very good. Or you can take saltwater baths or alkaline baths. That really helps. It really helps. Just get that out. Soak in that water, relax, and feel your body. That's also a very helpful method here. But you'll find out what it is for you, like how you can best serve yourself. And then you have the Close, which is Scorpio card. It's a death card, right? So something is coming to an end. So it's basically this one's trying to sneak away from you. Your mind is just like, yeah, well, I'm going to exit the boat. It's a little bit too bananas for me. And death is right here. And they're just like, oh, wait a minute, mind. You really have to like stop right there. This is not cool what you're doing. You have to make it right, basically, right? And this is also personifying you internally here to say stop to this and say, hey, stop those thoughts. They're not mine. I don't even know where they're coming from. I don't care. But it needs to work for me and not against me. For me, please. And again, with that, not taking it so seriously anymore, what is coming in through mind chatter and otherwise, a lot of wisdom is coming in that is of much different nature, that is of emotional nature again here. And again, with the moth here, of course, again, I said it again, but they pointed out again, a death process, a transformative process here in understanding. But that process is going to free you so much here. I almost said Scorpio, Taurus, right? Free yourself. So you may have strong Scorpio in your chart or something like that, right? Or you may even be a Scorpio taking my advice and watching Taurus readings. All right. It's a good thing that this is happening. Right? Not so easy to go through. Like, you've got my compassion. Yeah, of course. Yes, mate. Yes. Yes. Yes, Taurus. Sweet. And just get, thank you. Yeah. Absolutely. What else do you, thank you. So, yeah. Wow. So cool. Okay. Ha. You actually got 3 huge butterflies now, which is like huge transformation, right? You have the 4 of arrows with that butterfly. Then you have, of course, which you had already, that butterfly. And then you have the moth, right? Right there. So you have 3 of those, which is huge. Huge change on the horizon here for you. And of course, please, if you can and when you can, just rest. And the arrows, you have a lot of arrows here. Again, those are the swords. So a lot of mind stuff. And this can be tiring, especially. And that's what happened to me this morning, actually. I was just like, what should I do? Should I do this, that? And I was like, what the hell is going on? Before I knew it, I felt so drained. And this was only 10 or 15 minutes of mind chatter. And I was like, I wasn't aware it happened at the time because I was so in it. I was like, ugh. And then I came out of it and I was like, what just happened? And that's kind of like that situation. And that's when you're just like, I need to rest. And I need to change tactics here because what used to work for me is no longer working for me, says Scorpio. And again, that transformative process that is happening through that change here, through that rethinking, refeeling, I want to say, refeeling, feel. Yeah. And yeah, you may even want to lay on Mother Earth, like to really ground yourself and really like put your head down on her if you can. It's like a little cuddling that is happening. And you can do that as you sunbathe to really, because no one will notice, right? So you don't have to be ashamed of doing that or anything or feel weird about it. You just lay down on the ground and you're just laying as you were sunbathing, right? So that's that. And rest and ask our beautiful Mother Earth to just recharge you, and she will answer you ever so willingly with her beautiful unconditional love. 7 of arrows, insecurity. Usually this is is more and more becoming my card of victim mentality, like giving that up. So there could be, for some of you, a victim mentality in there. And I'm saying this in the sense of empowerment, because once we realize what and how we're talking to ourselves and what and how we are telling others we are, like our identity that the mind and the ego have created for us, it's crazy, right? It's really crazy what we're telling ourselves and others. It's amazing. And when we understand and coming to the knowing of it, then we can actually do something about this. And you may be surprised how you're talking to yourself. Like, I keep being surprised by that a lot, because I'm like, I never thought I would do that. And again, we have that indication of the death process with the skull down here. This is coming to an end, my friends, okay? Very good. Very good. You're being freed from that prison. You really are. And it didn't look so comfortable at all. Oh, yeah. And your next card out is the wheel with the number 10 breaking down to a 1, which denotes to a new beginning here. That's the Wheel of Fortune, I almost want to say. And yeah, clearly. And you have the sun and the moon, which is the knowing and the unknowing, the conscious and the subconscious, right? The feminine and the masculine. Again, the wisdom lies in the emotions. There's also, if you can, make a connection Wow, with this Virgo new moon. As you know, I just published, or you may know that I published a Virgo new moon reading. There may be something in there for you because they're clearly stating here, of course, the moon is connected to our emotions. Like her energies are the water energies as well, right? And water is always the emotional world. And since you've been told earlier by this reading to just go within your emotions, and since you had that, that's another connotation to that here for you, to just go ahead and do so. Dive into your emotions, into your emotional world. This is also my card from surviving to thriving, like bringing a circle to a successful completion here and starting the new one. Yeah, this one's done. Yeah, this one's done. You're finished. Like your t-shirt is done. You did it. Okay. Cool job, Taurus. Very nice. You did it. It's time to like do with this away completely and start something entirely new. Maybe move somewhere, right? You may indeed, like this could be very specific. Some of you may indeed be moving somewhere, right? All right, we'll take this. We still have 2 cards to interpret, and we'll take these over to the extended over on Vimeo and Patreon if you would like to follow us. Again, it's 20% discount right now on all extendeds and private readings. And you'll find the links down below in the caption as well as the comment section. Thank you guys so much for being here today. And yeah, I'll either see you over there or next time. Bye, Taurus.